That's enough to make you order a special delivery.
That seems like a lot.
They're really good.
Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
Everything in moderation. Except for popcorn.
Chester.
Popcorn doesn't count. Skinny Pop. Enjoy endlessly.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add on an all-new footlong sidekick. We're talking a $2 footlong churro, $3 footlong pretzel, and a $5.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? We're back. NASCAR is back.
First things first is a mix of analysis, tremendous chemistry.
We are fucking back. It's been a long 3 months. Not really, it's actually going by really fast. But we're back.
First things first, weekdays at 3 Eastern on FS1.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
So, the Clash is tonight. It was supposed to be tomorrow night. I was going to be live tonight anyway because of the heat races that were supposed to happen. Those did not end up happening. NASCAR moved the race up to tonight. It's been a pretty hectic few hours. About 4 hours ago is when I found out that they were running it tonight, and it's been a pretty hectic 4 hours, I won't lie. But yeah, getting ready to go here pretty soon. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Fuck. I guess I'm not ready to go.
He fires 2 fatal shots. Police believe he lit his parents' house on fire.
We need your help to find this suspect.
In all new America's Most Wanted, Monday on Fox.
NASCAR racing is back, and it's the Busch Light Clash, Los Angeles style, from the Memorial Coliseum because of rain. The next few days, it's all tonight. 150 green flag laps, 23 of America's best drivers, and he's certainly one of them. 51 career wins. That's the most Cup wins without a championship. He's working on that. As we welcome you back to our set above the track. 43-year-old Denny Hamlin had that shoulder surgery and sat down with Michael Waltrip.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. What's been going on since I saw you?
This isn't on Fox because, yeah, college women's basketball is on Fox. Yeah, this race is on FS1 now. So NASCAR took a big, huge financial hit with this race because of these circumstances. The LA Storm of the Century is coming. It never rains in LA, but it's raining. Maybe not right now, but it's been raining all week, and it's going to be raining for the next at least like 3 days, 4 days, and yeah, it's been crazy. They're getting like record flooding. Mexico Series race moved to FS2, yeah. They got like record flooding. It's been crazy. Or they're getting like record flooding. They've been told that it is a life-threatening situation. So, green flag is around 8:10. Just got that from Bob.
Some of the names that it put me around. Heroes of mine, people that I never envisioned I'd be on the
And tomorrow what the plan was is because the Suns play at 3:30. The plan was to do one big stream, watch that, the last chance qualifiers would start around 6:30, and then we move on to the Clash. It'd be one just big, probably like 7-hour stream. But that's not happening now because the Clash is tonight and not tomorrow. I still will be live for the Suns game tomorrow at 3:30. It'll be like our first day game that I've streamed during. Day games are rare in the NBA.
Is going to be the main focus I have because, man, would I trade my career with a champion with 12, 15 wins? No way.
It'd be really cool to see you get that championship.
I think that if I were to win, I'd be probably considered the worst to ever win a championship. At least I'm the best of something now, or one of the best.
Hey Sam, long time no see. What's up, Lucas? I've been streaming. You could have seen me. I've been streaming like pretty much every Suns game. So I haven't been gone. But I guess my viewership is primarily a NASCAR viewership.
So far for the clash tonight, but the bigger problem,
So I can't really
we keep asking about
blame y'all.
but he's busy now. How much of a distraction do you think that is to be an owner and a driver?
Well, it is a distraction.
I doubt I have many viewers who are Suns fans, you know.
The busier, the dirtier things are around.
Who I got winning tonight? I actually didn't think about that, but
I think Denny is definitely one of those people, but I can't tell you, not winning a championship does.
so if you guys saw my predictions video today, I said that the winner of the Clash is going to be the winner of the All-Star race. So that's all I know. Christopher Bell is not in the race tonight. He missed. I think Chris Buescher missed.
It's one of the biggest wins.
You know what? I'm going my man. I'm going my man Kyle Busch. He's winning tonight. And then he's going to win the All-Star race. I know that they aren't that good at the short tracks, but it's going to happen.
He's ready to roll on the pole tonight in the clash. All right, you guys will head up to the booth with Mike Joy. Have fun.
It is time.
Yeah, we're getting close. It's great to see. I can't believe it's just been 90 days since the last time we raced, and all of a sudden we're back at it. All right, when we continue live from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, a unique, special kind of race. Well, there's Jeff Gordon talking with the most popular driver. Didn't win a race last year, coming off surgery. Chase Elliott's got a lot of work to do. We'll continue here in just a moment.
Transfer your IRA or your old 401k to Robinhood by April 30th, and we'll give you a 3% boost. With the biggest match of any IRA on the market, Robinhood Gold gets you the most for retirement.
Do you think you have what it takes to make like it never even happened happen? Like this? Like that? Woo! Then you belong at the #1 brand in property restoration. Join ServPro and experience great pay, career advancement from entry level to management and even ownership. Here you go, boss. And access to the best training available. Oh, I'm sorry. Got what it takes? Visit servpro.com/careers and apply today.
We're Mizuho. Sound familiar? It should. That electric vehicle IPO? Mizuho was there. That Hawaiian clean energy deal? We were there too. Anywhere you need a corporate and investment bank, we're there. Mizuho Americas. A name worth knowing.
The kings of the lanes lay everything on the line for a major. The U.S. Open Final, Sunday at 3:30 Eastern on Fox.
The extra twinkle. That extra swagger. Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day. And giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that.
Will this be the last Clash of the Coliseum? I don't know that for sure, but it sounds like it.
It's pretty simple.
It is Saturday night NASCAR night in America. Yes, it is.
Even up here. With an unlimited plan.
What's up, Daniel? How's it going?
With Verizon's new My Plan, I get exactly what I want. And only pay for
Happy to see a lot of familiar faces in the stream. I thought you guys would have forgotten about me during the
Introducing
offseason.
My Plan from Verizon, the first and only plan where you pick your perks and save on every one, so you get exactly what you want and only pay for what you need. And it all starts at just $25 for Fios customers on the network.
So yeah, I know the last few years that I've done this Clash stream, it's been like a 5-hour stream. That'll not be the case tonight. This will actually be one of the shorter NASCAR streams of the year. Because we don't have the heat races, the last chance qualifiers, none of that. Jaden was asking if I was going to stream practice and qualifying. And originally I wasn't. But then I changed my mind. And I was like, you know what, I will. But then they didn't broadcast the first like half hour of practice and qualifying. So I was like, Well, I'm not going to do this then. If they're not going to broadcast it, then...
2024, let's check in with Regan Smith, who is standing by with Joey Logano.
Well, Joey Logano enjoying the last few minutes before you climb into that 22 car and get ready to start this clash. 22 starting second. Things looking good so far for you.
But yes, guys, it is the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum.
This thing seems to be pretty fast ball, and the guys did a good job tuning her in. And I'd say it's so risky because you're putting things in the car when you're making all these decisions at home, and you're married to it when you get here. So you're really hoping you make the right decisions there, and they did a good job. And it's way better.
I love
than it
you,
was
buddy.
Last year. We kind of struggled here last year, so we're in pretty good shape. And
You're a good dog.
The 11's really strong, but you never know. It's a class.
Early prediction for the Daytona 500. So my predictions video is out on my channel. I uploaded it today, and that has my Daytona 500 prediction. But I'll say here, I hope I'm wrong, but my Daytona 500 prediction is Martin Truex Jr. And as you guys know, I don't like Truex, but that is my pick.
In the last group, like the last couple groups, they just kept getting slower and slower. The track just had no grip, and luckily we had that provisional we could go back on. But yeah, like you said, we're not really in this position much, right? Where you can go home and bring all your stuff out here and try your best, and then the schedule gets flipped around with the weather, and
yeah, Justin Haley made it in. That's weird.
Menards Great Lakes Florida
Did good too. Wow.
Dark Horse Ford Mustang is better than where we qualified, so hopefully we can get up there in the race. It's cool to be back out here again. I applaud NASCAR for taking action and doing it tonight, because next few days look terrible for weather, so I applaud them for that, and good job. So hopefully fans come out tonight, will enjoy the good show, and look forward to it.
Ryan Blaney has that.
Doesn't look like there's many fans.
He'll start 23rd tonight, Chris.
Won't lie, even though it's free, fans are able to get in for free tonight. If I was in LA, dude, I'd be at the Coliseum like 4 hours ago.
Chevrolet ready to roll as all the drivers are. The Clash, live in a moment. The Busch Guide, cold and smooth.
Is Machine Gun Kelly still doing a halftime show?
Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers.
Sorry,
How
bud.
long have I been out here?
About 12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good. The crew is giving every combination code names.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. I'm impressed Tyler knew what squaring was.
Mathlute.
No matter what you call it, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
This season, Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers.
A lot of people want to shit on this. A lot of people shit on Machine Gun Kelly, but I just saw this tweet that said, "Only reason I'm watching NASCAR tonight, Machine Gun Kelly." Personally, me, I kind of like Machine Gun Kelly's music. He's released some stuff that I like. I don't like him as a person. He tweeted some shit years ago that I disagree with. Like, some really fucked up shit. I'll say it if you guys want me to, but
with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil honey.
it's pretty fucked.
Nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine.
You'll never guess what we're doing to the Baconator. We're putting it
On the Baconator. Catherine, you seen this?
Posters everywhere.
What?
Get the new Pretzel Baconator in the Wendy's app and get $3 off orders over $15.
Alright, tonight all about the fun. Hope start the season off all right. One of the most unique venues in sports. And here they come. Green flag.
So I know that only caution laps will count tonight. Yes, Jaden, it is the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, Jaden. Josh Berry will not make the playoffs, in my opinion.
we welcome you to the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum here on FS1. Originally scheduled for Sunday, but you're going to see it all tonight. An active bringing weather over the next few days. So NASCAR, the fans, the drivers, and the television broadcast making the call to bring it to you with Michael Walter.
So yes, only green flag laps count tonight. So what they do here on this leaderboard is that when a caution comes out and green flag laps don't, or caution flag laps don't count, is that they'll say that it's a red flag, even though it's not. It's not a red flag, it's just a caution. So, follow my lights. My lights are the accurate lights. If my lights say green, yellow, or red, that's accurate. This is not entirely accurate.
We're going to have some charges from the back too. Martin Truex Jr. all the way back in 19th. Watch for him. He won a year ago. Watch for him make a big move.
They've played Super Bowls here, Olympic Games, World Series, and for 3 straight years, NASCAR has run the Clash here. There is the 22 of Joey Logano, and NASCAR champ. Now, you have to be, on the straights you go about 75 miles per hour. It's a unique event before we go to the Daytona 500. Coming up, and I want to know how aggressive.
Yeah, the crowd does not look very big tonight. I mean, there's some, but like.
You got to be technical. Is that not crazy? You got to do both. It's like a quarterback. Does he dump it?
Yes, MGK will still be doing the halftime show. I was just talking about MGK, Jaden. I was saying how he's released some music that I like. You know, he has some good music, but as a person, I don't like him at all. He said some fuck shit.
Race his way in so that
he tweeted when he was, I think, 21. When he was 21, he tweeted, and I quote, "Why are 13, 14, and 15-year-old girls allowed to be so fucking hot? That should be illegal," or something like that. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So yeah, that's why I don't like Machine Gun Kelly. I also think he can be kind of an asshole.
Really aggressive. We see scrapes all over the right side of these cars already. We see some people bumping and banging already in practice, and we've got good cars in the back, and I think you're going to have to be aggressive to get to the front.
Imagine somebody clips me saying that and tries to, like, put it out of context.
The time is now, right? The leaders are coming. You've got to move this guy out of the way.
Hey, Kenneth! Welcome back! You're still in Israel? How's it going over there? Nah, Noah Gragson, he was suspended, and Legacy Motor Club let him go. But Stuart Haas, they signed him. Yeah, that does sound kind of creepy. For a 21-year-old man to be talking about 13, 14, and 15-year-old girls being too hot, that's a little creepy. So yeah, I don't like Machine Gun Kelly for that reason. But like I said, musically, he's made some good stuff.
Last year's pole sitter Justin Haley. Row 6 is Tyler Reddick and Ryan Preece.
Ryan Preece, I love where he's at. Like that row 6. These guys, when that choose comes into effect.
What's up, Noah? How's it going?
Brad Keselowski found something, timed his way in. Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson, Corey LaJoie, Martin Truex, last year's winner, deep in the field.
That's the one that I think has the most to gain here. I think he's a long-run car. Couldn't get a good qualifying lap right there, but I think it'll show when the time's right. He will be headed to the front.
We're not doing Mr. 69 tonight because it's an exhibition race, but that'll be back for the Daytona 500.
This is the heartbreaker, the one that didn't. Christopher Bell not making this show. Car was so strong, did not see that coming, as did Austin Dillon. Second and a third. Third and a second. The 2 times we've been here, he's been in top 5s, not even part of the show.
A lot of scrapes on these cars already, mostly on the right side from the outside wall, couple from the inside as well. Tight confines here in the Coliseum. Let's go trackside.
LA Memorial Coliseum. This is the moment you have all been waiting for. Are you ready to get the Busch Light Clash started? Here to give
Yeah, exactly. It's fine to say the word cute. Like how you call a baby cute, or a Chester's cute.
For Anheuser-Busch, Cody back. Drivers, start your engines.
I've gotten that confused before. I've said that before. I was like, oh, that little kid's cute. And then my boss is like, that kid's like 9. I'm like, no, I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like in the sense of like how you would call a baby cute. Like,
Los Angeles, the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum. 23 drivers at the ready. Who will hoist the trophy up at the Peristyle when it's over?
are they not doing the torch lighting? They should. Oh, they did do it?
And Doug. Customize and save with Liberty Liberty. Liberty Boosh. Literally Liberty.
Apparently, Isaiah Rodgers from the Colts is betting on games. Yeah, Patriots wide receiver Keyshawn Boutte was betting on games when he was at LSU.
We'll go quick. Libru, Snibu. Libru, Libru. Limu, Bibu. And me.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Next season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
What's happening, Sheriff?
It's a transfer portal. It's out of control. We're losing our defense.
They did do a national anthem, they just didn't show it on TV.
We need him. You can't leave. There's balls around you. Give me your other hand. That's what Dr. Pepper is. It's okay. I understand.
You can't let go of your Dr. Pepper.
Absolutely not.
Quarterback's replaceable.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Ooh, it's cold outside. Time to protect your vehicle from winter's wrath. Of course, the hot sun can be tough on vehicles too. You need WeatherTech all year round. Come on, protect your investment. Laser measured floor liners and cargo liner will shield the carpeting from sand and snow. For your interior, there's seat protector and sunshade, plus mud flaps and bump step for the exterior. Order American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
The Xfinity Center is amazing. What's the Xfinity Center? Who plays there?
John wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself.
But I'm ready to go. We're going green here in just a few minutes. 8:10 is green flag.
Better days start with ZQuil nights.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good. The crew is giving every combination code names.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. My friend Tyler knew what squaring was.
So I also told Jaden earlier, he was like, are you going to be streaming the Mexico Series race? I said no. But I will if Kyle Busch wins. If Kyle Busch wins tonight, I will watch the Mexico Series race.
These players are going to play hard-nosed, intense football, passionate football.
Every play matters.
They got one shot. They're going to ball out. Spring football is here to stay.
The UFL season kicks off March 30th on Fox and ABC.
The torch is lit.
Logging pace laps here in downtown Los Angeles. Ready to race. Let's check with our strategist and rules analyst, Larry McReynolds.
Mike, there are no rules. If you think restarts are crazy throughout the season, wait till you see them on this quarter mile. It's easy to get spun out, but not from the driver behind you, from a driver 4 or 5 cars back. The further we go, Mike, it's going to be all take and no give.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that, Larry. All right, the all-new Toyota Camry TRD leads the field here in Los Angeles. Let's see if they get the one-to-go sign this time around. And they do.
Such a good point by Larry there. You know, when you get taken out or you get hit, it's such a confusing thing. Is it the guy behind me, or like what's the scenario there? The radio communication.
All right, getting one to go.
So entertaining at this place, trying to figure out who to pay back.
Yeah, the thing that we hear right now coming to the green is
We got one to go. The NASCAR season is almost underway. Well, not really. It's only an exhibition race, but it's racing in cars in a football stadium.
10-minute halftime break. Denny Hamlin and the inaugural winner here, Joey Logano, lead them to
Green flag. We're racing.
Contact already from the front row. Logano could not turn down in front of Hamlin. Does so in turn 1, then opens the door in 2.
Gonna have to try to keep him pinched down there, especially on exit. Talking about Logano. Staying tough on that outside, slipping and sliding. This is a battle for track position. Finally got it clear.
Yeah,
Good job.
you say keep him down on exit, and then he misses the next corner. Now he's got to do it all over again.
Hamlin's a little sharper this time. He gets into turn 3 very well and takes the lead.
Pushed it away from him, took it away from him. Here comes Ty Gibbs, his teammate on the side. That's the easiest pass Ty's going to have all night.
Well, I think that 54 car is really good, as we've talked about in practice and qualifying, and we see Joey Logano
Some
come
bumping
down
and banging going on.
That was almost catastrophic there. Had to make a block on William Byron behind him. William had a nose underneath of him and let him go.
Alex Bowman got Byron in the bumper, and that hit Logano 3 cars ahead. Now the conveyor belt forms up. There was a lot of jostling mid and back of the pack as everybody fought for position. And now things are mostly single file. Back with Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace, teammates fighting it out. Looking back from Ross Chastain and all that.
Sorry,
Side by
Chester.
side, those two, Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin Toyotas.
See Ryan Preece on the bottom of Kyle Larson there making a pass, and Ryan Preece, this is right up his alley. Hardcore, short track.
The Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum. Busch Light.
And you see him enter a little bit high on the entry to the corner to try to get to the center of the corner and drive up off the corner to make that pass.
Now, I never drank Busch Light until last night
Rear bumper Logano there. Put some
because it
pressure
was a
on
Kevin Harvick sponsor, so I wasn't going to have it.
ability to have some clean
But
air.
now that it's a Ross Chastain sponsor, I am more than happy to drink it.
You got to keep these guys behind you.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see as we go on this long run as to whose car is actually good. We've only had short runs in practice, and we're going to run the.
I remember asking you if you ever drank
few less cars than we had last
light
year,
Busch
so-
Light, and you said I'd never drank light
But at
beer.
some point,
Yeah, I say a lot of things.
Denny Hamlin's going to have to deal with the back of this field, who's already 3/4 of a lap behind.
It's a great point. Only 12 laps in. I'm going to tell you another 8, and he's going to be on the bump for this lap traffic, and the whole game changes. Then it becomes who can get through traffic the best. That's who's going to win this race.
Martin Truex up 5 spots, still very deep in the field, back at 14.
Mr. Chester.
But he's probably made the most progress of anybody so far.
And I think he's got one of the better cars. I would tell you that Martin, I would fall into this category too, is not an extremely great qualifier, but he's an extremely great racer, and he is going.
But I really do hate having Kevin Harvick in the booth.
These Gibbs cars are.
Well, obviously, him winning the race last year, talking about Truex, you know that those guys leading this race, probably, I bet you it'll set up a lot like what he ran. So that car's just as good as those, but a lot of cars passed before he can make a name for himself here tonight.
It's nice being able to watch a race and not knowing who wins when you start watching it. Because I've been rewatching old races all off season. So it's kind of nice to watch a race and not know what's going to happen.
Talking about Martin Truex Jr. Spoke to him right before he got into the race car. Said, "What's different from last year to this year? You're not quite as fast." He said, "The car's not that bad. It was just really tight in practice. They were trying to adjust to get those front tires to turn. And as you guys mentioned, it's so far so good, up 5 spots at the start of this race."
Look at Martin at work. This track is so small. Look how much wheel he has to turn in that car. He's almost 3/4 the way around.
Yeah, the drivers are really busy.
Hi,
And I think
Chester.
when you talk about Martin and coming through the field, I mean, this track is going to develop for you. See Ryan Blaney here as we run more and more laps. Is it going to be a tight car or a loose car that you want on the long run as the track warms up?
Brian Blaney had to take the provisional spot. Did not qualify on time. Started last.
Humbling old sport we have here with NASCAR. Wins a championship. Now we're looking over in the mirror, trying to not get lapped.
Look at this. Corey LaJoie to the inside of the number 10, now being driven by Noah Gragson side by side. And Gregson's going to get the worst of that. As Briscoe moves through, and here comes Keselowski as well.
So this is the world's second fastest conveyor belt.
Like I said at the top of the show.
There you go, Clint.
Now he's going to lose 5, 6, 7. Where's he finally going to get in?
You saw that left front tire on the 14 car lock up and go right into the side of Corey LaJoie's door. But now Corey's out of the groove, and here they come.
A little bit of a change to the rules here, change the gearing. Most of these cars, for the most part, aren't downshifting. That's an aid, right? Helps you slow down. That's why you're seeing a lot more wheel lockups this year versus the other two.
And as these guys race, and
Fox camera work is still as great as ever. I can't tell if he's being sarcastic because I didn't notice any mess up.
As these guys are racing, this is the back, I don't know, 7, 8 cars at the back of the field, but the guy that's right behind them is Denny Hamlin. And I think that's why you're seeing them be so aggressive.
That's exactly why you see him aggressive. There's the race leader, Denny Hamlin. About a third of a straightaway behind this.
The real season doesn't start until June 16th at Iowa Speedway, though, because that's the first race that Kevin Harvick will not be in the booth. So, the first, 15 races are just exhibition races.
See Chastain, he ain't willing to ride. He's going to try to get him on the outside. You don't see that very often.
But you got to make it happen quick, because if you get...
I figured you were being
You're
sarcastic.
going to wind up losing some spots. Jamie?
Oh, yeah. That's Fox for you, Jaden.
Last year we came here, we felt like we had a car that could win the race, but you know what? That's not good enough. We brought a different setup here, and they are lights out. They've been so happy all day long, and right now they're telling them, adjust your brake bias. Kevin Quinn, what
Dude, this race is going to be less than an hour.
Well, you can adjust that brake bias. We see left front lock up. What we're going to do, we're going to put some rear brake in it and try to take some of that pressure off the front.
Yeah, and you want as much rear brake as you can, as tight as the corners are here, to help that car turn on the entry to the corner while you're under brake. So it's a balance. You have that adjustment inside the car to kind of make up for the handling deficiencies that you have.
Noah Gragson is the first car to go one lap down. Denny Hamlin leads. Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, William Byron, and Kyle Busch 30 laps in Los Angeles.
The halftime show is the only thing keeping it somewhat long, yeah. I mean, last year's race took forever because all the cautions. There was 16 cautions. Yeah, they really should have made the race 200 laps. Put the halftime at 100.
You got too much bridge to die.
Imagine spending all that money for an hour race. Well,
deliciousness for just $10.99.
they're not spending money. Everybody got in for free. I think even fans who had purchased tickets are still getting a refund anyway.
Is the best $10.99 you can
Even if they showed up.
Pause for the facts. She's shopping for a used car, but she doesn't know that nearly half of them have been in an accident. Luckily, Carfax shows how accidents impact price, so she doesn't have to overpay. Unpause. Whoa,
This is cool.
Shop at YaoMingCarfax.com.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills.
Oh!
Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers.
Oh yeah, they are.
Minutes.
Yeah, NASCAR is losing a lot of money in this whole endeavor because they're not making money from tickets. They're not making money from the race being on Big Fox.
Favorites when you order on the Papa John's app or online. Better ingredients, better pizza, better order now. Papa John's.
I have 15 grandkids, all minors. The girls are adorable and the boys are handsome. Exactly. Those are appropriate terms.
This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing. Toyota Racing is looking for quick draw thumbs that leave their own smoke trail. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
I should go back through my stream, see how long the race was from start to finish, and then see how much of it was taken up with commercials. See a time percentage from green flag to checkered flag. How much was commercials?
Pneumonia and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about breastfeeding.
Looks like I lost weight. I did not lose weight, but I did injure my knee. Yeah, I don't know if I let you know about that, Kenneth, but I injured my knee last week in Buffalo.
NASCAR on Fox is sponsored by Busch Light. Race for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. And by Credit One Bank.
I mean, maybe I lost weight, but I doubt it.
On FS1. Denny Hamlin's led them all. Ty Gibbs wants the lead as they got in a lot of traffic there. Kevin, we did first race together, a Race Hub show, and you picked this Ty Gibbs to win races, and I'm telling you, he is hounding on Denny Hamlin.
Well, I know Ty Gibbs fairly well and have got to know him better as he came to the Cup Series. That kid works as hard as anybody in the garage, and when you look at this race car, it was fast last year, but the thing I like about it right now, Clint, is he can enter a little bit higher, and he can turn down so hard in the center of the corner and get up off the exit really strong.
Maneuverability.
Yes.
That's what it takes to be good, especially when you start getting into this lap traffic. And I think I agree with you. He is maneuvering better. He rolls the center better. He can get straight drives up off.
Oh man, you see the brake rotors just I'll spit it out. Glowing bright red on Joey Logano's car.
All right, let's get to the inside. They're double wide in front of him, so Ty Gibbs gets the inside. Gilliland ahead. Then LaJoy and Gregson about to go 2 down, side by side for the lead.
Watch this Logano. He's going to be looking.
And just like that, with 11 minutes in the race, we're already a third of the way through.
There's the 11. 22-year-old. He's not going to be able to get down. 3 wide. Trouble.
With Gregson in trouble way up on the outside. Logano now gunning on the inside for second.
Boy, Logano's brakes are glowing, Kevin.
Yeah, and it's mainly just on that right front tire.
It is cloudy.
Looking in, Denny Hamlin's going to have trouble getting to the inside unless he can clear Logano.
Logano's trying to stay in there. Almost was able to clear him.
Well, you see Joey Logano all the way down on that apron, but he just can't finish. You see a great shot of the rotors glowing on the right front right there. A lot of times they'll split the brake pads with different compounds from left to right, and that right front tire is working, the right front brake is working really hard.
I think that's exactly what you see there.
Ty Gibbs is pulling away. Now that's Todd Gilliland, the red car. He is 1 lap down, the buffer between Gibbs and Hamlin.
Well, the cream is rising to the top. You see them all right there on the front stretch. You got Logano behind Hamlin, Kyle Busch right on him, William Byron, and now Williams' teammate Kyle Larson. Welcome to the club. Here we go.
This is the longest green flag stretch we've had in 3 years of racing at the LA Coliseum. It's a win for fans and a win for football as the USFL and XFL merger is official. The United Football League begins play March 30th. With the USFL champion Birmingham Stallions taking on the XFL champion Arlington Renegades. It's this spring on ABC, ESPN, Fox, and FS1. Spring just got stronger with the United Football League.
There's an elbow up. Man, Danny's car is just falling off big time, Kevin.
Yeah, and he's stuck on the outside there, and you see a lot of beating and banging. Trying to keep that car up on the
The wind advisory is in effect for Los Angeles, California from 6 a.m. Sunday morning until 7 a.m. Monday morning.
Byron to the inside of Hamlin now, and Bowman trying to follow. They are 6th and 7th. 15 laps to the halfway break, which is sorely needed by some of these cars.
How about Ty Gibbs? I mean, driving off in the competition.
We saw this at the end.
It would be weird if Ty Gibbs' first win was at an exhibition race.
Being around at the race
Wouldn't even count as his first win.
Fast here last year at this particular race, so this is not a surprise at all to me.
See Kyle Busch making a pass. Enjoy there, the lapper. Won't count him out.
Well, he's a guy that made a lot of ground. He got spun out last year, went to the back of the field, all the way back through the field. So, like you say, Clint, this is definitely not a surprise. You see a little bit of a looseness there on the entry in the corner. You see him turn the wheel to the right as he got into turn 1 down there. Turn 3.
Behind him is Byron. Then Bowman. And Hamlin. Haley had a nice race in 8th. Wallace 9th. Chase Elliott rounds out the top 10. Let's have a look at our Xfinity fastest lap so far. After 63 laps, Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, no surprise there. Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch. Chance, so your winner could come from that top 5 right there.
Guys, we're 9 laps coming up here from halfway, and that did not take very long.
Can I change my pick? I told you I thought this 11 car was class of the field. Man, I think we were both wrong. Might come out of that can. He's going to be looking for adjustments. Some air pressure, maybe something.
Yeah, and right now, Brian Keselowski is like, come on, buddy, cut me cut me some slack right here. We only have 8 laps to go. I want to stay on the lead lap.
Ty Gibbs now almost a straightaway ahead of Joey Logano, with the rest of the field stacked up behind.
Wow.
Right front is just still glowing red hot.
Yeah, and a lot of times we split the brake pads in the front of these cars, and you see that right front glow to try to keep it from getting loose into the corner under braking. Braking is such a huge
Honestly, the
part of
time
what
from
we
green
do.
to checkered might not even reach an hour, even with the
You see
halftime.
that right front rotor is really working hard, but these cars have big brakes on the front of them, and they can take a lot of heat. You see no glow on the left front.
There's some on Chase Elliott. Brad Keselowski tried to pinch Ty Gibbs down into turn 3, but ran him clean, and the leader went by. So Brad now 1 lap down, and caution.
Caution.
Turn 1 cars around, and that is Todd Gilliland.
Todd Gilliland, lap 71, so we will have 4 laps until the halftime.
Caution of the race.
Like I said, it says red right here, but that's only because they're not counting caution flag laps, so my lights are the accurate ones.
Now remember, only green flag laps count in this race. And watch the red and black car.
Yeah, and the way that he made that comment on the radio, Clint, it sounds like the brakes just went out. And a lot of times when the brakes get as hot as they are right now, the fluid will start to boil, and then the next thing you know, you don't have any brake pedal. Brake pedal goes to the floor, and it's over.
Something's not right there. That thing shouldn't be that hot still. Well, let's check with Larry Mack and our Toyota Cutaway car.
Well, we're hearing a lot about brakes. You heard Jamie Little talk about Denny Hamlin being told to
They really needed to extend the race, yeah, I agree. It's 57 degrees and partly cloudy in LA.
If it's a little more front to it, that will help tighten the car up to get in the corner under braking. If it's tight getting in the corner, he can crank some rear. Now, when he's turning that knob, it's turning this cable that's running a balance bar between the front master cylinder
Todd
and the rear
Gilliland went
master
around.
cylinder. It's 2 completely different brake systems. And Clint and Kevin, trust me, they'll be wearing that brake bias out during this 150-lap race.
They'll be wearing it out, but Clint, look how dark it is in there. I know that all looks good in the shop, and you see that brake bias, or was that just me and not being able to see the numbers?
Boy, you just set me up. I mean, you gave me a softball there. Them glasses come in handy, don't they, there?
Yeah, I had to wear them for a few years.
My first caution of the night. Todd Gilliland is out of his car. They'll tow it to the infield so we can resume. We listened in on Joey Logano's radio.
He didn't even show what happened to Todd.
I'm a little tight in the center. I don't know which one I need more of. I need both to compete with those guys. Sure, but it's got to be like in the center of the corner. If I turn it to 1/3, I'm loose. So I can't have it there. I need it right here. But then I need drive right here.
Yeah, so as a driver, you split the corner up into thirds. So he's talking about where you turn off the wall and the entry to the corner, that to the end of the first third. You basically just split the corner up into thirds. But he doesn't need it to be looser at the end of that first third. He needs it almost dead center of the corner to just get the car to rotate and get pointed to get up off the corner.
Which is a tall order for those guys. That crew chief's got a difficult situation to do. You make the thing roll better in the center, you're loose in, you're loose off. February 15th on FS1, catch a Fox Sports original. I am Kevin Harvick. I thought he was Kevin Harvick. You're Kevin Harvick. It's a documentary taking through a legendary career.
All the food here is kosher. I don't even know what that means.
10 p.m. Eastern Time, February 15th.
But I have heard that, but I don't know what it means.
Well, you were most of your career, Kevin. This is just different. See, Mike, you didn't see this side of him. He's much more happy, much more relaxed up here watching this race. You didn't seem very happy last year when we were here.
Well, I know when I get done with this particular show here, I can take these headphones off and sit on the counter, and it didn't matter how fast my car ran today. That felt pretty good.
You didn't have to throw your helmet on top of the car?
Pretty good walking into the garage today, but that's been a fun documentary to shoot, and I think it's got some cool footage in it that the fans are really going to like that nobody's ever seen. So that's been fun to watch.
How about the grill on that brand new Toyota Camry TRD? That thing, every year, they make that thing looks more and more like a cup car. Every year. That's all brand new from Toyota.
Well, I'm sure they're happy that their pace car is being followed by another one of their race cars. And
exactly right.
That Ty Gibbs machine, that Monster Energy machine, has just been absolutely bullet fast. And I'm not going to say that I talked about this a couple months ago or anything.
But yeah, Kenneth, what time is it there in Israel?
Justin Haley in his 51 car running 8th. That is an awesome race for them right out of the box.
Yeah, Justin Haley had a great run in the Colin car and moved over to Rick Ware Racing, and he's always run good here.
William Byron, in the 3 years we have been at the Coliseum, has never run a single lap out of the top 10.
Wow.
And that's unbelievable.
You ever had a track that you never ran outside of the top 2?
Apparently some of Long Beach is flooded. I believe it.
I just pretty much covered the gamut, Kevin. I got
The flooding is going to get worse over the next few days in the whole LA area.
How long did it take you to feel like you had good in the car, like from an air pressure standpoint?
I don't know. I mean, I thought we all fired off fairly equal on grip. I think the 41 did a good job. So no, I didn't feel like a huge disadvantage or advantage or anything at the beginning.
Okay.
No. It was easy to think when this caution come out, this is our break, Kevin. We got 5 to go here. It's going to get interesting. You got to choose to decide. There's going to be somebody who moves up on that outside and goes for it. Only 4 or 5 laps. That's a good gamble, right?
Well, the choose is going to be a big decision, but you also have to survive because everybody knows that they want every bit of track position that they can get, and you know, you get shoved up out of the groove and get spun out. I mean, the restarts are the toughest part of racing on this particular track.
And it will be 5 laps because caution laps do not count. Whether it's from this restart or the next one, we will race to lap 75 before they have to.
They're very picky of the quality. There's no pork here. Jeez. So it's like a vegetarian, vegan kind of place. So there is some meat, but just no legs. Some meats are not.
So if you're Joey Logano, do you choose the outside or do you?
It's 3:30 a.m. You got used to it.
With only 5 laps to go, yes, I'm going to the outside.
Well, you ran here last year. What did you do?
Yeah, time zones are goofy. Andy's very often watching races at like 3 in the
It
morning.
seemed like it took him a little while to get going, and he got shoved up out of the groove. So I think I'd pick third.
Right. Well, he won that outside on the start of the race. Joey Logano, he picked that outside line and actually pinched Denny down and was able to get that position. But you see him choose the outside. Kyle Busch right behind him.
I like that move. Like Kyle Busch. Ty Gibbs trying to do what 2 drivers in NASCAR history have done before him. Win the Clash before they win their first points race. Jeff Gordon, Denny Hamlin. Pretty good company.
Get a good jump here. Don't overdrive turn 1. Don't hand them this position.
Yeah, from a driver's standpoint, your responsibility right
They
now
have
is
meats,
try to
just
get
no
the
pork.
tires as clean as possible so that you can do everything that you can do to get through turns 1 and 2 as clean as possible. So you're going to hear them spin the tires. You're going to see them wiggle the cars back and forth very aggressively to try to make those tires
One to
get
go.
as clean as possible.
They have to do the choose with 2 to go because it's such a short track.
We'll be listening to Tony Hirschman. He is Ty Gibbs' spotter on this restart. 5 laps to halfway. Gibbs and Logano, Busch and Larson, and Bowman. Here we go.
All right. Back green. 5 laps to go until the halftime. Oh, there you go, Kyle. Come on. Dive. Let it stick. There you go. Up to second.
Hamlin shoved it in there, and he almost turned Alex Bowman around in turn 3.
Their ticker still says it's...
Logano got a fantastic jump on that start, got in position on it getting in, and that's all it took.
He did a great job of just keeping him pinched down, Clint, not letting him get a good line in or off the corner.
Boy, rush hour on the 405 was never like this.
It's been closed. I've been pretty racy on that thing before.
All right, so it's the final lap till the halftime.
Bubba Wallace and Alex Bowman, the first side-by-side battle. That's 6th place. Tyler Reddick right with them.
And Joey Logano leads at the halftime break.
What a difference a restart makes. Look at this, 3 wide off of 4.
Oh, someone's around.
And there is the caution for halfway.
John Hunter Nemechek's around backwards off of 4.
Well, that restart was interesting right there, Clint. We saw the 54 take off way late in the restart zone, and I think that really allowed Logano did a great job of timing that restart to get into turn 1 with just a fender in front of him there.
Unfortunately, you saw a little bit of experience pay off there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Logano, you see, getting in way hot into the door of John Hunter, turns him around. That won't be the last time.
Let's go back to the restart. What did Ty Gibbs learn right here?
Well, you see the restart zone, and the first line that comes up is going to be the beginning of the restart zone. He waits, and Logano times it perfectly and rolls him a half a car, and then pinches him down and gets on that left front fender and doesn't allow him to use the racetrack and do what he needs to do to
How was Noah Gragson for 4 laps down?
Him getting that upper hand on him off the jump forced him to overdrive the corner in the inside. Now all of a sudden you got Kyle Busch on the inside of you as well. You leave the corner 3 wide. Rest is history.
All right, NASCAR informs us that the caution came out working lap 75, which means that our lap counter is incorrect. We have 1 lap to go to heaven.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
So we'll have 1 lap to go till halftime.
Are intense, and when these guys know they only have to go 1 lap,
So
it'll change the rule. It'll
Answer me
change the
this.
choose.
Where's Kyle Busch choosing?
Well, based on what just happened, it looks like if he can time it like Logano did, it looks like he needs to choose on the outside because you only have to go 1 lap. So if you choose on the bottom and those guys just run down the back straightaway, you could lose some track position.
You know what though? 8 wheels corner better than 4.
I know.
So I want to be on the inside.
That's the hardest part about making that decision to go on the outside. Exactly what you just said.
Some like 2022 All-Star race type shit right there.
Now all of a sudden you go from 2nd to maybe 5th or 6th in 1 corner.
Well, you also have the other strategy too. Am I going to restart 3rd and just give that leader a shove up the racetrack to try to get underneath him? So he's got some decisions to make.
I like your strategy for a longer run, but for 1 lap.
So actually, apparently they did not finish that lap before that caution came out for that car spinning. So
Don't forget that.
they got 1 more lap to go until the halftime.
Tom Gilliland checked and released at the Care Center.
There's all your crew chiefs. Sorry, there's all your crew chiefs up. It's pretty weird to see crew chiefs in the grandstands watching their cars go down, not on that pit box.
All right, decision time.
That's how he goes to the outside.
Here's the choose. The inside worked so well for him on the last restart.
Logano's going to the outside?
No.
I thought you were okay. I got you.
Let's run it down. Looking high.
To your point, though, Kevin, I mean, you've got the opportunity. You got 1 lap.
Yeah, like I look at William Byron's, the 5 car chose the bottom right there, and William Byron chose the outside. I view that as just going to be a position game because you only have to go 1 lap.
You also have to have a little trust in that guy on the inside of you. He's got to do you right here.
I'm wondering if Ty Gibbs can do what was done to him on the last restart and dive underneath Logano and snatch the lead back.
As we saw last year, the restarts are what make or break this race, and you have to be able to survive these.
Right, yeah. So this race might reach an hour now.
And that is difficult to do, especially when it starts to get physical like it's getting ready to be.
See how hard they're scrubbing those tires, spinning the rear.
I love that this track is so small that they have to do 2 laps.
Talked about so important to get a good jump.
They do the choose with 2 to go
Turn left when it gets down the end of the straightaway.
Or I wouldn't want to be
instead of 1 to go.
throw here because you're gonna run into somebody and you're gonna get hit from behind. All right, restart this time. 1 lap to halfway, NASCAR says.
All right, 1 lap till the halfway mark.
Here we go.
Green flag.
See Joey moving him up the racetrack. Kyle
Oh,
Busch did a good
come
job.
on.
How about Kyle Larson coming on the inside? This is going to be big.
3 wide for 2nd. Logano the leader, Larson 2nd.
So yep, Logano leads at the halftime.
Byron and Kyle Busch ends up 5th.
Still in the green here. There's the caution. Boy, that was a big turn of events for Kyle Larson. Good decision there. Kyle Busch is probably second guessing that outside. It would have worked again. You got to trust that guy on the inside. As soon as Joey moved him up the racetrack, the rest is history. Open the door
Logano
for all
again
these
leads
guys
at the
coming in,
halftime
and he was
break.
3 wide.
So halfway in the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, we will take a break with Joey Logano leading Kyle Larson and Ty Gibbs on FS1.
When I was your age, we never had anything like this.
What? Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi that works all over the house, even the basement.
The basement. So I can finally throw that party and invite Shannon Barnes.
dreams do come true. Xfinity gives you reliable Wi-Fi with wall-to-wall coverage on all your devices, even when everyone is online.
I'll remember that. John Nemechek says after contact with Corey LaJoy that sends him around.
Fast, reliable speeds right where you need them. That's wall-to-wall Wi-Fi on the Xfinity 10G network.
There it is. The classic Big Mac with more special sauce in every bite. Rumble, rumble. And there it goes. These are our best burgers ever.
Pause for the facts. Classic first-timers. They don't know that nearly half of all used cars have been in an accident. But Carfax shows how accidents impact price, so they don't have to overpay. Unpause.
Ooh, what was no accidents?
Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
The girls run the floor. Okay, but who survives to slay another day?
That was a nail biter.
The Floor, all new Tuesday on Fox.
Start with a bang. Mix in some superstar pop and turn them loose.
So this is the halftime break. People think MGK isn't at the track. Well, I guess we'll find the fuck out.
That's the Great American Race. The Daytona 500, February 18th on Fox.
With NBA League Pass, you can stay connected to the game you love, wherever you are. Your favorite teams, your favorite players, on all your favorite devices. Get connected and stay connected with up to 40 games a week. Don't miss the free preview on Fios.
For a limited time, get a large OIP cheese pizza and 10 of our famous char-grilled wings, always cooked to order, for just $23.99. That's a smoking hot deal. Call or order online at myoip.com. OIP, flame, smoking good.
TurboTax now offers a lifetime guarantee when you file your taxes. TurboTax guarantees 100% accurate calculations, audit support, and maximum refund for the full 7-year lifetime of your tax return. Visit TurboTax.com.
Go. First things first, weekdays at 3 Eastern on FS1.
You wait one thing, I'm gonna squeeze you.
America's fallen for these farmers
What's refreshing about you is that you're so masculine.
who are looking for their forever Valentine. It's the first week on the farm.
You just ate
And if it's too tough for these city gals,
You can eat them.
they'll be put out to pasture.
The spark isn't there.
Farmer Wants a Wife, all new Thursday on Fox.
Midway, the Busch Light clash at the Coliseum as the torch continues to burn and things heating up after 75 laps and 75 green flag laps to go. With Michael Waltrip, two-time Daytona 500 champ, I'm Chris Myers with our mid-race report. And Ty Gibbs made his move, Rookie of the Year in 2023. Denny Hamlin's led the most laps. What's caught your attention?
A little bit concerned about Denny's fading there late. He had a nice restart at the end, but that car wasn't as strong as it was early. And Ty, he drove away from the field. I didn't think I'd see that. Great driving.
16 cautions last year in this race, relatively clean so far.
Race is pretty much official from here. Well, it probably would have been official if rain came anyway, because it's just an exhibition race. I don't really care.
Lots of green flag racing, which you like to see. Hamlin and Logano going, and then Ty Gibbs in his Toyota makes his move for the lead.
And that was a strong move. He not only passed Denny Hamlin, but he was able to lap several cars and just drive away. Ty Gibbs is the guy to watch early. But I talked about preciseness, Chris, and I talked about aggression. We're getting ready to see a lot of aggression in the second half.
David Gilliland brings out a caution. This happened on lap 71.
Rear tires probably locked up there. He got him into the outside wall, and that's going to end his night.
And Joey Logano, the winner of the inaugural clash at the Coliseum, he recaptures the lead.
About 3 wide for the lead as Kyle Busch gets to the bottom of Ty Gibbs, and then there's another spin. Around goes
Nemechek, right?
42 of John Hunter Nemechek after some contact.
Yeah, and Logano, that restarts. You heard Kevin Harvick said that's going to make or break. Who ultimately
Where the fuck is MGK?
Their particular skill set, was that just experience favoring Logano over Gibbs on that other restart?
He just launched perfectly. Sometimes you hit it just right. Joey Logano is one of the best there ever been, so it didn't surprise anyone. But these restarts are just going to continue to escalate on the way they push and they shove.
Kyle Larson, who worked his way up to a second start in 8th. What kind of a player are you seeing this over the second half?
Well, I like what he said. We heard him on his in-car radio. He said, I think I got a pretty good car. Kyle's not very much an emotional cat, and if he thinks he's got something he can work with, and that's exactly what he had. He's gotten up to second.
Are you surprised that we've had the clean racing for the most part that we've had, and will that change in the second half?
Yes, it's going to change dramatically. The aggression that I talked about earlier is going to come to the forefront in the second half. They knew they just needed to bide their time to get to halfway. Now they're going to really start to pick things up.
And we'll continue live from the Coliseum. We're just above the track to look ahead over the final 75 laps of the 2024 Busch Light Clash.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
When I was your age, we never had anything like this.
What, Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi that works all over the house, even the basement.
The basement. So I can finally throw that party and invite Shannon Barnes.
Dreams do come true. Xfinity gives you reliable Wi-Fi with wall-to-wall coverage on all your devices, even when everyone is online.
Maybe we'll even get married one day.
I wonder what I'll be doing.
Probably still living here with Mom and Dad.
Fast, reliable speeds right where you need them. That's wall-to-wall Wi-Fi on the Xfinity 10G network.
They're here. McDonald's best classic burgers ever. They're hot. They're juicy. They're... Rumble, rumble. Looks like we've been hamburgled. Rumble, rumble.
Everything I've done for my son. Who are you? I'm just the community. She's clearly much more than that.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized.
Apparently there is rain in the area.
Drive you home.
According to Bob.
Financing for 72 months on a 2024 Silverado 1500 models. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Doctors are like you. Too much fast food, not enough exercise. And we don't have time for 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. That's why I take Field of Greens. Each fruit and vegetable supports my heart,
Field of Greens,
kidneys, and metabolism for energy and weight loss. And at your next checkup, Field of Greens promises your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back.
Get 15% off and free rush shipping at fieldofgreens.com. Product is not intended to diagnose.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a free pass on this race. Stenhouse gets a free pass.
Go. First things first, weekdays at 3 Eastern on FS1.
Thanks for being with us. The Busch Light Clash. We're live at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. It's a cool, comfortable night to advance things a little bit. All the racing for the Clash this year is happening now this evening with threatening rain removing the Sunday schedule. A look at the cars. Our team of pit reporters down where the action is. Let's check in with Jamie Little. Jamie?
Yes, Chris, a lot of adjustments happening right now, and just before we stopped for this break, we talked about Kyle Larson. He's been on a move. 6 positions he's gained. Look at this, wearing out the right side of his race car. He's gotten in the wall a little bit. You see the donuts here. He's been getting into his competition, but the car's pretty good. They made an air pressure adjustment. We move up just ahead of him. Joey Logano is the leader of this race. He won it here in the Coliseum in 2022. You can see all the marks getting into his competition. His car is really good. They made an air pressure adjustment just to get a little bit better, Regan.
Jamie, a lot of happy
All right, well, no Machine Gun Kelly.
Very
good start to this race right now. They made minimal adjustments.
No Machine Gun Kelly.
Number system. That means he tells the teams he's a half number tight. That allows them the opportunity to make the perfect adjustment for that car. Maybe a full number tight needs a bigger adjustment. Not much change for him. And then the 8 car, Kyle Busch, a little bit further back in the 5th position. His race car is too tight in the center. What that means is the front tires won't turn. He can't get it on the straightaway to get
Wish they had let us know that before the race.
Just a little adjustment to help that out. Chris?
All right, thank you, Regan and Jamie. Michael, how far back in the field can a driver come to win this race?
I think 15th.
Yes, the official Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum account posted that.
Guys getting spun around, you're going to gain positions like that. Blaney's got a solid car.
And the decision on restarts, let's talk a little bit more about that. And is that more a skill set, especially related to this track, when you don't have to worry about points racing, you can go all out?
Well, you use your spotter a lot on that decision. It's a calculated decision. Do I go to the outside? It's risky, but we've seen it work. So you choose is a big part of the restarts.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski back in the pack. He has a challenge as well. All right, 75 laps in, 75 green flag laps to go. Michael and I will be here to wrap things up.
Did they say that today, Jaden? Or did they say that before they knew about this?
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
Well, the mission won't.
That's why we partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes.
Honestly, it's probably because NASCAR didn't want to pay
Don't worry about getting through.
him. Because they're not getting money from this.
Network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
So they said that today.
Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. It's your mission. It's your Verizon.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good. The crew is giving every combination code names.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits.
Oh, yeah. No, I did see that tweet where the Clash Twitter account said that he would be there.
Choose Wendy's
But
breakfast 2 for $3.
You know that
Guess
feeling
not.
of having to rewash dishes that didn't get cleaned? I don't.
Platinum Plus is Cascade's best clean ever. With double the Dawn and double the scrubbers, it removes the toughest grease and residue for an irresistible clean and shine. Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
You like that bone? I got a great price on it.
Did you see my tail when that Chewy box showed up?
Oh, I saw it.
My tail goes bonkers. Prices. Sorry about the pause.
With everyday great prices at Chewy.
Everything we build is from the ground up. Every great idea, every crazy idea, every next idea. Everything you see, everything you feel when you drive it. We put everything we have into our trucks, so you get everything out of them. Ram, trucks are what we do.
Right now, get $4,500 cash allowance on the purchase of virtually all 2024 Ram 1500 trucks.
You'll never guess what we're doing to the Baconator. We're putting it
On the Baconator. Catherine, you seeing this?
Posters everywhere.
What? Get the new Pretzel Baconator in the Wendy's app and get $3 off orders over $15.
NASCAR's most intense action-packed racing. At a track where you feel it, hear it, and see it, unlike anywhere else.
Anybody that asks me when they're going to their first race, I'm sending them here.
This is the hottest ticket in NASCAR. Experience the thrills for yourself at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
NASCAR on Fox is sponsored by Wendy's. For a limited time, try Wendy's new Pretzel Baconator. Halfway in the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, teams making adjustments during the halftime break. Let's have a look at tonight's Credit One Bank ones to watch. Clint, we got an eye on.
Well, then let me go first. He started 8th, guys. He's already running second. Had a big restart right there at the end of this thing. Starting off second, Kyle Larson in the 5 car. I think he's the guy. You got to watch out when he picks first.
Still red.
I'm glad he picked first because
All right,
I think my
there it
pick's
is.
better. I like Ty Gibbs in the 54 car just because
he dominated the middle part of that run, and I think he learned a little bit of a lesson there on the restart with Joey Logano, but I think overall he's got the fastest car, and in the end, I want the fastest car.
He's going the wrong way, Kevin.
No, he's not. Now he's going to go forward. I got it.
Can't believe you guys both laid down on Joey Logano. He is up front.
Oh, by the way, the leader?
Yeah, by the way.
Martin Truex has passed 8 cars in this race so far, from starting deep in the field. And starting from the back, Ryan Blaney has also made up 8 spots. They're the 2 leaders in that category, but Truex had a tougher road to go, so keep an eye on him.
Oh, for sure. And you know this choose cone, we've already seen it come into play a couple times already. And as this race progresses, now the gloves come off. Now it's go time. You're out of options. They're going to start pushing and shoving.
Well, we saw it on that last restart there. We saw the 5 car, we saw the 54 car not jump on the restart. We saw the 5 car just lay on his bumper and push him up the racetrack, and I think that's going to get much more aggressive as we go through the laps.
We'll take it through it there, Kevin.
Well,
exactly what you're talking about.
They're going to come to the restart box, and I think right here you're going to see the 54 not take off very well, and the 5 is pushing. He goes down in the corner, continues pushing him right here, pushes him up the racetrack, takes him 3 wide, and goes from 5th to 2nd.
And he's not very happy about that either.
So yeah, this
That's with Ty Gibbs. I got to keep him calm and remind him that he.
this clock only, because only the green flag laps count. So this clock is only showing how long we've been green flag racing. It's been 17 minutes of green flag racing, but the first half took 29 minutes.
Well, there it is, Kevin. We were talking about that under break. I mean, you see the weather moving in. It is imminent, and that's the problem. You don't know what the last lap's going to be. The race is official. We're halfway, so if that weather starts coming, there's a good chance.
I don't think the weather's going to hit.
It's yours.
Now, this is my favorite kind of short track Saturday night, where any lap could be the last lap.
Well, it definitely raises that urgency up and allows the drivers to understand that the crew chiefs are making.
Why is that your favorite kind of racing?
This could be the last lap. You need to get everything you can, every corner, every lap. And
I mean, I like it. It is exciting. It's probably the only good thing about a rain-shortened race is the racing is very intense because you don't know when the race is going to end. But
Larson's just gotten an opportunity.
I mean, that is really cool, but that's not preferred. I prefer a race that goes the full distance.
Kyle Busch has been in this thing the whole time. He's been solid here both times he's been here. Do not count Kyle Busch out when he's on the racetrack. We all know that.
We should have drove to Daytona. They should do a point-to-point race. Like, instead of laps, it's just like a point A to point B. It's like LA to Daytona. They start at the start-finish line, drive around the track, exit out through the tunnel, and drive all the way to Daytona. Into the tunnel, out to the track, and hit the start-finish line.
My frustration started in the heat race, but in the first half of this race, now we have some.
How do you pit?
We've seen some beating. And now we're going to see some.
Fuck, that is a good question.
Go ahead, Clem.
The driver will have a fuel tank.
Heat race.
Oh shit, because it's not enough fuel. Fuck, that's a good question. How do they pit on a point-to-point race?
Uh-oh. But how come you always retaliate with interest?
Yeah, they built the first NASCAR EV. It's fucked. I agree. I hate it. But they're not racing it, so if you want to make a car just to fucking show and, like, play show and tell with, go ahead. But
it was rough, Clint. It was rough. And
all right, tell you what. Speaking of rough, it's go time. Green.
All right, second half is underway.
Spot to take the inside. It's Ty Gibbs on the outside. Logano throws him a shot, and Larson has the inside, headed for 3. Logano shuts him down.
Just a
Oh, there you go, Larson.
Exactly what we were talking about. Larson got him a bump the first time, and then Kyle Busch laid on Larson's bumper. I cannot believe.
Turn 2, car stopped. Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott stopped. He's going.
We're still green. Still
Caution.
Wreck.
Wreck.
Turn 4. 4 of them stack up. Led by Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace.
Ross Chastain. Michael McDowell and Corey LaJoie.
You knew it was coming. All hell has broke loose.
Well, you saw the multi-car pushing and shoving. Usually the guys in the front are getting pushed from 4 cars back, and that's just the aggression level that we talked about that's getting ready to happen.
Keep an eye on Bubba Wallace in this one. The 23 on the outside.
Oh, Bubba got, yeah.
No, Bowman got under it.
48 got into the back
Oh,
of
yeah.
the 45, and the 45.
No one really got damaged there, but they all stacked up.
Yeah, you see
They didn't really even hit each other.
Did a crossover to get in line, filled that hole, got into the back of Reddick, and then
I'm gonna bet you the way that the 48 moved over like that. I'm gonna bet that the 48 got shoved out of the way by the 45.
the hardest part in all of this is to figure out who to retaliate on.
Yeah, you don't have any idea.
I mean, he's mad at his teammate because that's who hit him, but that's not the whole story.
Yeah.
There he is, a Paul Harvey.
Chase Elliott with the hood up.
Well, it looks
Chase is done for the night.
Are those wall scrapes on the inside there?
Now here's why he stopped in turn 2.
You're right. He hit the inside wall.
Yeah. You see the scrapes on the fender right there under the Goodyear decal. That's from the inside wall, and it broke the front suspension. Where's he at?
That squeezed down right there.
Well, I'd have to go back and he obviously didn't hit the inside wall, but maybe somebody hit him. He was the third car on the outside. But that story may have started back in 3 and 4. I don't think we may have been back far enough. Contact with that left front's what broke something, A-frame, something in there.
Yeah, and as tough as these cars
Yeah,
are,
this race will
suspension
reach an
pieces,
hour,
The toe
but-
links in the back and everything that is in the front. If you clip these things just right, it'll snap the suspension like that.
Still a pretty short
So I
race.
have 6 cars involved in this caution. Alex Bowman got into Tyler Reddick. He got into Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace spun. Going around with him were Ross Chastain, Michael McDowell, and Corey LaJoie.
And the best thing that I hear about that thing is I'm not involved.
Yes. Well, the craziest part is the caution was in 2. Well, but we look up and there's a mess over here off the floor wreck.
And that really was the caution because Chase Elliott got going to come around and try to get into the pits. Anyway, it's a caution. Caution laps don't count. Everybody is sorted out with the exception of Chase Elliott.
The retaliation list is building.
I would have to agree with you, sir.
So again, we have Logano with Ty Gibbs on the outside. And Kyle Larson in the stealing spot, position 3.
I'll tell you who got back up there and did a good job on this restart is Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin will restart 4th. Kyle Busch 5th. William Byron 6th. Reddick, who was not involved, he was involved in the caution, he wasn't part of the caution. So he keeps
Here we
his
go.
spot. He is 7th. And Truex
Green flag.
is up for 8th. How about that?
73
Here
to
we
go.
Ty Gibbs got a great start on the outside.
Reddick, a huge dive bomb on the inside. They're not going to be happy about that. I'm
Spinner, turn 2.
He's going to have to get that back. Kyle Busch is not
Ross Chastain's around, so another caution. We didn't even complete another lap, so that literally is the same lap.
So that'll be Ross Chastain going around. And Corey LaJoie, collateral damage in that one.
Cautions. 3 cautions.
Especially here.
Rack them up, we'll do it again.
Look how hard they've been in the back bumper of Chastain.
This is from Ross Chastain.
Anyway, inside there, 2 inside. Yes, obviously run over from behind. Didn't see who it was, but from the inside, yeah. It looked like McDowell was on the inside of Stenhouse, had him up the track 3 wide on the outside, never works here.
Yeah, well, Michael McDowell's.
Oh, look at this payback.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see.
Oh.
Isn't happy because Michael McDowell has a huge.
They're not happy with each other.
Going into the corner and.
These two have a history.
McDowell and Stenhouse are not happy with each other.
And restart violation for Tyler Reddick. He will go to the rear.
Kevin, did he go out of line before the start-finish line?
I did.
Reddick's in 7th, but he's going to the rear.
And it has to be what the call was.
Got to be the only call.
He was way to the inside.
Yeah, they got beef going on.
He was looking. Let's see here.
Well, let's watch him on this restart.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, and the rule is you're not supposed to pull out of line. Whether you're beside the guy or not doesn't really matter. If you pull out of that line before you get to the start-finish line, that's a penalty.
And that's a big penalty for him. That cost him. He was in position.
He's going to have to jump more cars than he thought he was, Clint.
He's going to have to take care of it.
So restart. Reddick will go from 7th to 19th on this next restart. Jamie?
Well, you guys mentioned Ricky Stenhouse Jr. having a little battle back there and getting bumped into. He's a little frustrated, back in 15th right now. During that break, I looked over. He had gotten out of his race car and was in the window of John Hunter Nemechek, pointing at him, frustrated at him. You're not supposed to get out of your race car during the break, so he's already hot under that helmet. You see it continues here.
Wow.
And Nemechek's having a tough night.
So Stenhouse has had problems with John Hunter Nemechek and Michael McDowell.
Gilliland and Chase Elliott out of the race. 19 cars on the lead lap.
Stenhouse got out of his car during the halftime break, which you're not supposed to do.
That outside line on the last restart. Chose to go to the inside. Now he's back in traffic. The decision here is very important on these chooses.
Well, let's go back one caution to where Alex Bowman got into Tyler Reddick, who got into Bubba Wallace, who spun. Here's Bubba.
Yeah, I'll turn it up a little more. I don't want to turn it up too much.
Well, that's the right attitude to have, though.
He and his spotter, Freddie Kraft, and his crew chief, Booty Barker, they're a comedy show, in fact. I think Booty is the breakout star of this Netflix series, Full Speed, documenting the playoffs of 2023.
Well, you knew somebody was going to break out, right? There's going to be a character, and you don't have to look any further than Booty. He's an awesome guy. So much fun to be around. Built a hell of a fast race car. Just chill, too, right, Kevin?
He doesn't get wound up about much. And, you know, I love the advice, though. When he talked about nobody got wound up, it's just like, hey, we don't have any friends, so go do what you have to do. And that's really how it evolves here. You get run into, you get spun out, and then you have to just be the bulldozer.
You know, we were talking about this yesterday. Isn't this a strange sport where your teammates aren't really your teammates? They're the guys you most want to beat or most need to beat. And after all, you two were teammates twice at Richard Childress and at Stuart Haas.
Well, it's not supposed to be that way, Mike, but it just is.
Yeah. Exactly. The biggest day in racing has gotten bigger. The Grand Marshal, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, will kick off the Daytona 500.
What's up, Andy? Isn't it like 3:07 for you?
But first, we have to settle the Busch Light clash at the Coliseum. And now they're lined up double file. Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch.
Duke lost, yeah, I saw that.
Truex. Let's see if your guy learned a little bit here. Same scenario. Much better job, Kevin.
Yeah, that's really what you want to do. You got to get half that car in front of him. So he did a great job. See Joey Logano get clear and Denny Hamlin lock up the left front tire, shove him up the racetrack.
Big bumper tag, and up goes Hamlin, 3 wide behind him with Priest, Busch, and...
Oh.
And look at Truex. Truex is there for the taking, followed suit right with Kyle Larson on that inside, taking advantage of those people getting hooked up.
Ty Gibbs just pulling away.
Martin Truex started 19th. He was 11th at the halfway, and here he is in 4th place.
From the trunk. Fantastic.
Earlier today, we thought he might not even qualify.
Yeah, I checked Abu Dhabi to see if it was on there, and it wasn't. Abu Dhabi has a new app that they made me download.
A little flub up there in qualifying, but he has driven straight to the front of the pack, had a couple of fortunate good restarts, and Larson underneath the 22.
He might be able to get a 2-for-1 here. Get these guys. Larson gets into Logano and shoots him up the racetrack, but give them both.
Well, Joey Logano he is just so good with his race car, and when he needs to go into defense and get shoved out of the way or get beat on, he knows how to put his car in the right spot and protect himself.
And that's exactly
Ty Gibbs is pulling away.
Protecting the line. Priest underneath Hamlin. This is for 5th place. First side-by-side battle right there going off into into turn one. How long will he wait? Talking about Kyle Larson.
Is the Mexico Series race going to be on YouTube tomorrow?
Well, he's going to.
So the Mexico Series race is actually right after this race, or it starts at 10:30.
And right now, he's just doing a good job, like we talked about on defense. It seems like it takes his car a little bit to get going.
I said that I'm only streaming the Mexico Series race if Kyle Busch wins.
Finish that pass.
Otherwise, I'm not streaming it.
Race early in the day in practice had great drive off the corner. Not so much now.
Tomorrow I'll be live at 3:30 for the Suns game against the Wizards.
Well, it's just so hard down there on an apron when you come back across that apron on the transition to get forward drive because it jerks the car sideways, and see Ryan lose that spot back to Denny Hamlin.
Back to single file. Ty Gibbs trying to give this field the goodbye look with 4 past champions chasing him.
Well, and this is what we talked about earlier. We knew that Ty Gibbs had the fastest race.
Yeah, the Mexico Series race is also on FS2.
Checked out. But we talked about the 22 car not being the fastest car, and you see that gap opened up, and he's got this whole line of cars behind him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best case scenario for Ty Gibbs, looking in that mirror and seeing Logano hold this group up.
Let me know if you see any highlights showing this race or the Mexico Series race.
Abuse those tires.
Or both.
On your brakes, save some car for the end of this race because you know more than likely it's going to be another car.
Mexico Series.
Well, it's inevitable that he's going to catch the back of the field as fast as he is. I mean, he's on the same straightaway as Noah Gragson in last running position on the racetrack.
Ryan Blaney has moved up to 9th, passing Alex Bowman. Pretty much single file here.
See our champ, defending champion Ryan Blaney there.
He's driven away from Bowman, and he's about to catch that pack of 2nd through 9th or 8th place. I'd say Ty Gibbs about 4-5 laps from catching this lap traffic, and that's when things are going to get interesting.
As good as his car turns, Clint, you know, in the middle of the corner, we had his in-car up, and it just looks so easy compared to most of there. He's smooth, right in the center of the corner, and drives straight up off the corner.
The other thing I love about his scenario is he's got such a good lead, a good pad, that he can afford a little bit of time with some of these leaders. Now, obviously, you need to get around those lap cars and not let those guys catch you. But if you can keep putting cars in between you, it makes it even that much easier. 55 green flag laps.
Racing sponsor where?
At the Coliseum, we're going to take you box side by side.
The Busch Guide, cold and smooth survival skills.
Hello?
Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers.
How long have I been out here?
About 12 minutes.
Ty Gibbs has pulled the fuck out.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good.
Gregson's
Crew is
3
giving
laps
every
down, but
combination
everybody else on the
protein.
lead lap,
This
besides
square.
Elliott and
Egg and cheese
Gillen, who
biscuit
were
and
out.
sausage biscuits. 2 biscuits. I'm impressed Tyler knew what squaring was.
Math noodles?
No matter what you call it, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's breakfast 2 for
Are
$3.
you watching my YouTube stream, Andy?
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
Every hero's story has a humble beginning.
I'm watching broadcast too.
And to earn their stripes. Every superstar had a dream. Every home track.
Fuck Ty Gibbs. I like Ty Gibbs. I just kind of don't want him to win because I feel like a driver shouldn't have their first win in a exhibition race.
Learn more about NASCAR regional tracks near you at NASCAR.com/regional.
Start with a bang. Invite a bunch of friends, then fill the infield like a rock concert. Mix in some superstar power and turn it
Yes,
loose.
something in the race. What?
A 500-mile all-out fight for NASCAR's biggest prize. That's the Great American Race. The Daytona 500, February 18th on Fox.
Andy, did I tell you my leg was fucked?
What are you waiting for? Sign up for the free NASCAR Fan Rewards loyalty program today at NASCAR.com/fanrewards.
I love your dress.
Oh, thanks. I splurged a little because Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was at the Bills game against the Chiefs.
Did you hear that?
The playoff
I
game.
just said her first word.
And
Can you say
I was
mama?
walking in. And I was walking on the concourse, slipped on some ice,
How many people did you tell?
and slipped and
Only
landed on my
paid for what you
knee.
need.
And it's been fucked up ever since. I toughed out the game, but it was really bad. I had to get wheelchaired back to my car, or to the car. And I was like not able to really walk for like 3 days.
Martin Truex is fifth, and Ryan
But I'm better now. Not
Yeah,
100%,
this 54 car is just
but I'm
so
better.
fast.
I feel like I'm like
The
80%.
better it seems that he runs, and he's just so smooth. Regan?
Well, Kevin, you guys just mentioned Ryan Blaney climbed at 7th. He told his team at the break a little while ago that his car continued to get better the longer they ran, the more that he got heat into the tires, the better his car gripped. So if we continue to have this long run right here, long ways to
Go Kyle Busch, fuck Denny Hamlin. I like Denny Hamlin.
good run out of this.
Yeah, and Ryan Blaney has that, he must have the same brake system that Joey Logano has in there with that rotor blowing on the right front. So they've got those brake pads split in the front of that car as well.
Never thought we'd see a 2.7 second lead at this little bull ring, guys.
Well, now leader Ty Gibbs is getting into traffic. He's going to put Noah Gragson another lap down.
Look at those rotors.
Who do you hate?
See right
I hate
through that.
Truex. I hate Harvick, but he doesn't drive anymore.
We split those rotors
I
to
hate
keep the car from getting loose into the corner. Under braking.
Syndic. He's not in this race, though.
Blaney up to 6th, passing Kyle Larson.
Yeah, it really aids that car.
He sucks.
To turn in automatically. Kind of pulls that thing back to the right. Keeps it from getting loose. You can feel it too. That's what's impressive about that. When
In the Xfinity Series, I hate Riley Herbst.
It's impressive.
Traffic ahead for the
Justin
leader, John
Allgaier.
Nemechek, then Michael McDowell, then Tyler Reddick, and Ricky Stenhouse, who are tattooing
I hate Ben
each other's
Rhodes.
bumpers. Okay, what does that mean? That's a good point. Splitting the
And the
pads,
trucks.
Devin. What are they doing there?
Yeah, you have two different compounds in the front brakes, so you'll put a different aggression in the right front than
Yeah,
the
Austin
left front to
Cindric.
help keep that car stabilized under braking when it wants to be loose getting in the corner, which is typically what we fight at these types of racetracks under braking, especially the longer that you go here. It always wants to slide the back of the car on the entry to the corner, so you split those pads.
Well, a lot of urgency back here as the leader is coming on this pack of cars.
Yeah, I don't really like crafting that much. I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
Front of them, they're trying, they're pushing, they're hard. Be
I
careful.
can like him as a person. I
Don't
just, I
turn
don't
the car
know.
around in front of you.
I don't hate him as a driver. I just
You're nine.
kind of meh.
5 is the leader. He has to get through McDowell, then Stenhouse, Reddick, Chastain, all of whom have been playing bumper tag here.
And you see them all.
Honda maybe in NASCAR in a couple of years. That'd be
Does
cool.
it give him an avenue to make a pass?
What sponsors would you see the ticker? Did you see on the ticker this season?
See him
Probably
protect,
Monster
getting into the corner on the
Energy,
inside. Gonna have to move him, Kevin.
Coca-Cola,
You see the
Pennzoil.
left front tire lock up, and now we see Joey Logano, but you see the 54 car lock up the tire.
Bass
Now he's
Pro
got him on the
Shops, all
racetrack.
this
Michael McDowell
weird
at the
shit.
racetrack, and he's underneath him and putting another one down. And eventually Joey Logano is going to have to go through this same traffic, but he won't have as much trouble.
He finally laid the bumper.
Got
to him.
10
It was
people
nice
in here.
about
I
Jim
appreciate it,
Jones,
y'all.
but nonetheless, it was effective and went on.
28 to go.
28 laps to go. Ty Gibbs in command with almost a 2-second lead over Joey Logano, but more importantly, 3 lap cars separating the 2 leaders. Denny Hamlin third, Malone on the racetrack. Kyle Busch.
On entries. And 1 and 2, Yender's tight on the wall. 3 and 4, he's a little higher, still by half.
Chase Briscoe, he was the last car in the field, and seeing him make up some good spots.
I liked what I heard right there. That spotter, he's telling him what he's doing behind him. You don't have to. You can focus on driving your race car. You don't have to look in that mirror. Every time you look in
Much
that mirror,
better
see
things
him.
happen.
Ty Gibbs under Stenhouse, trying to put the Daytona 500 champion a lap down. They're your biggest movers since the restart, as Gibbs clears Stenhouse.
And you see Bubba Wallace just moved the 14 car up the racetrack.
Logano is somewhat catching him.
Logano's really shrunk in. He's cut into this lead again. Shrunk that gap up. He's able to get around McDowell.
Now just one lap car separates the two leaders.
Well, it looked like Logano's car it takes 10 or 12 laps to get going, but it looks like as we run here, his fall off is not as much as Ty Gibbs.
This is Chastain and
There's two to go. Chastain will be a difficult one to put a lap down as well.
Well, look at the difference under braking. I mean, the 54 car is just so superior. The Gibbs cars in general are so good in that braking.
Really, Andy?
Ross is fighting.
Remember when Auto Club got postponed on Monday? Was that in 08? I didn't watch. I wasn't watching back in 08. But
Make sure you time it
I think I've
to
seen
make
that.
that pass in his sweet spot. Now he's right in front of them.
Brad Keselowski side by side with Ryan Preece. This is going to get to be a jumble here as they catch those two.
Not at all what you want to see when you're trying to lap cars is then door to door. It makes it very difficult. There's nowhere to go.
Logano has gone past Stenhouse. Logano is now closing on the leader who is bottled up in traffic.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Worst case scenario.
Ty Gibbs has no option. There's nowhere to go, and he just put the bumper to Ross Chastain right there because he knows he has to go.
Now look at Chastain repaying a favor. Who's able to get away from him.
Logano trying the inside.
We didn't get MGK tonight.
That's a scenario where you got to do what you got to do, right, Kevin? That was the right thing to do. If you're going to win this race, you're going to have to be aggressive.
Yeah, and you see how much easier it is for Joey Logano to go by these guys. Once the leader goes by, everybody's kind of like giving up, and you see Ross just move up the racetrack for Joey Logano.
So 13 cars are now on the lead lap with 15 laps to go. Ty Gibbs trying to close on Brad Keselowski. Justin Haley off
Having
pace.
trouble, yeah. 51 of Justin Haley's definitely off the pace. Could there be a caution?
And Logano now has a clear shot at the leader, although he's about 5-6 car lengths back.
I don't know if he's going to get it to the pits, guys.
Sharp turn.
He's gonna make it.
Gonna make it. All right, we stay green.
No, he's off the racetrack. I think it's protected right there. I got it.
He just had to do a quick three-point turnabout.
12 laps to go. Joey Logano trails Ty Gibbs by between 5 and 7 car lengths, depending on where they are on the racetrack. Can he catch him?
He was about a half a tenth faster the last lap, so
He's giving it everything he's got.
almost a tenth on that particular lap, faster than the leader.
The problem is there's not very many lappers to slow Ty Gibbs down. Oh, turn!
Caution.
McDowell's around backwards in 3 and 4. Here comes the caution. 10 to
Caution
go.
is out with
What
10 to
Ty
go.
Gibbs wanted to see, Kevin.
No, and here we go again, right? With these restarts, you're going to have to defend, and these guys are going to be super aggressive in the pushing and the shoving.
And it's not going to come from that guy beside you or behind him. It's going to come from 2 or 3 rows back. You all right?
Let's see what happens here.
Ooh.
Someone on Twitter just said this race is hot shit. Wants it to sit on their face. I feel that. I just love NASCAR. It can sit on my face.
Exactly.
Looked to me like he
Oh, he's coming up.
Yeah, he was coming up.
Almost looks like McDowell does not slow for the corner.
Well, I think he was upset with Chastain.
Yeah, he tried to squeeze him, it looked like, maybe.
Well, we'll pour out another one.
Well, he lost.
Yeah, didn't work out either way. Oh,
Actually,
Ross got
Chastain got the wall.
Yeah. One car got in the wall, bounced off the wall, and came down and hit the 34.
That's exactly right.
I'm learning quickly not to speculate, Clint.
Well, I did. I messed up. I got it wrong.
34 is going to continue?
You can see that was a good snapshot of those rear clips. Right, when they softened that rear clip up, you saw how much it gave there. 2 years ago, that wouldn't have been the case.
Well, I can tell you from a driver's standpoint, backing it into the wall like that, no matter what they did with the rear clip, is a really hard shot. And usually here, it's the hardest shot that you can take anywhere on the schedule.
This season, Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers. Iron stomachs that can stand the pressure. And quick draw thumbs that leave their own smoke trail. So hold on tight and strap yourself in. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our garlic epic stuffed crust pizza, made with our iconic garlic sauce flavor, mixed with cheese and ham stuffed into our original dough. Order now and get free delivery with a minimum purchase, only at Papa John's.
I'll be honest, by the end of the day, high floors, yeesh. But who has the time to clean? That's why I love my Swiffer.
What happened with the Cheerios card in the
It's a quick and
34
easy way
earlier?
to get
You
my
mean
floors
Ricky
clean.
Stenhouse and
Wet
the
jet soils and logs
Michael
grind deep
McDowell?
inside. Look at that.
They were
Swiffer
bumping
wet
into
jet.
each other,
It's a smart
and I think Stenhouse put McDowell on the
by a
wall.
baby grand piano.
You're replacing me?
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
Under
He doesn't
caution.
even have a mustache.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Pause for the facts. Susie here is shopping for a used car, but she doesn't know that nearly half of them have been in an accident.
Interesting.
But Carfax.com shows how accidents impact price, so she doesn't have to overpay. Unpause. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. The signal for help in Morse code is... And the code for more beer is... Head for the mountains!
The 3 for Me only at Chili's serves up bottomless drinks, bottomless chips and salsa, and a cheeseburger and fries for just $10.99. Good luck finding that delicious value in the drive-thru, cause you won't. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Las Vegas, Nevada, where everything seems to move a little bit faster.
Like a lot faster. Like 200 miles an hour. It's more than a race. It's full throttle insanity. The drivers aren't the only ones on the joyride.
Family, friends, and unforgettable moments. I'm talking full throttle mayhem. I'm talking NASCAR in Vegas. What could go wrong?
NASCAR on Fox is sponsored by Credit One Bank. 10 laps to go, and Joey Logano has a tough decision to make. Does he start outside Ty Gibbs, or does he go to the inside second row?
I don't know. He's aggressive underneath you.
How was Dairy Queen food? It's good. I haven't been to work in like
I don't think he knows yet.
2 weeks
I
now.
love it. You know, I think as you that radio conversation, that's just the driver knowing that it's going to get rough, but he knows if he gets a good restart, he can get that half a car like he got earlier, that he can keep him pinched down. So
If he takes the outside, can he beat Ty Gibbs into and off the corner?
if he gets a good launch, but if he doesn't, he's in trouble.
Well, I think we're going to see it right here. Pay attention. I think it's choose this time by. He takes the outside. I like it. Worked once.
Ryan Blaney.
Dunkin' Donuts open in Morocco.
What a comeback. And Bubba Wallace right behind
Some
him.
donuts.
Provisional. Took a provisional to get in this thing. Now he's in the money.
I think one other thing that I see that I like if I'm Ty Gibbs on this restart is Denny Hamlin behind me. Yeah. I know that Denny's still going to be aggressive, but he's not going to be as aggressive if it was Joey Logano in front of him.
12 cars on the lead lap. Gibbs and Logano the front row. Hamlin and Ryan Blaney, row 2. Kyle Busch and Bubba Wallace in the third row. Kyle Larson with teammate William Byron, row 4. Martin Truex, Chase Briscoe, row 5. Alex Bowman and Brad Keselowski. Those are the lead lap cars.
So Ty Gibbs took off way late last time. I think an early start would benefit him. That's exactly what you saw. Good jump. Oh, he's moving him up. Here comes Denny on the inside.
Here comes Denny.
Exactly what we thought. Logano way out to lunch, 3 wide.
Joey got used up and goes all the way.
And Denny takes the lead.
Ty Gibbs is trying hard to get back.
Come on, Kyle.
Fills that hole.
Oh, Denny's got a tire thing or something. No?
Denny is really having trouble with the left front lockup.
Yeah, he's having it on.
Blaney, Larson.
Oh.
I think Gibbs can still get the job done here. Be patient. You're going to go up there. Your car's faster than him. Take care of it.
Blaney to the inside for third.
Ooh, Chester.
Couldn't do it. Off 2.
Denny is really having trouble getting his car slowed down. Yeah, always put the bumper to him.
Cost him his drive off.
Watch how difficult. See another left front lockup. Once it starts, it's really hard. That tire will find that flat spot, Kevin.
Every time it finds that flat spot and it continues just to smoke. And now you see the 54 car smoke the left front tire, but
Don't overcharge your engine 1. It's all on the wrap and exit. Coming 5 to go.
Here comes Ty Gibbs.
You heard it. 5 to go, folks. Will he do what it takes?
well, if he doesn't, the guys behind him will.
I think he has the better car. Be patient. Denny's going to have trouble keeping this car underneath of him. If he slides up one more time, to be there for the taking. He just, no, now he slid up.
Gibbs overdrove the corner. Here comes Kyle.
Oh.
Pushes into him. They almost lock up. And now they're side by side for second.
Kyle sliding up. He's loose in.
But Denny's pulling away.
What Denny Hamlin wants to see is those guys fight like crazy behind him and get the biggest gap.
Kyle does get second, though.
He's to the inside for third. Joey Logano coming back. Looking for fourth here. 2 to go.
2 to go.
What a comeback for Ryan Blaney. Running third.
Gibbs in fifth. Hamlin looking at the white flag. 1 lap to go.
White flag.
Crash in turn 4. It's
Crash.
Gibbs. Oh, no.
Is that it, or do they do the...
Well, you know what that means?
Yeah, no, 1 lap.
That's what I love about this event. Any other
So
race?
maybe Kyle can win.
Not here. Oh, what a heartbreaker.
Come on, Kyle.
For him, it just came, he just shot in there a little bit too hard. And it's so hard on these used tires when you slid the tire and everything just keeps finding that flat spot. Just makes it tough to try to get it in the corner hard. Well,
see, he obviously got turned around by Kyle Larson, but did you see Bubba Wallace? That energy came from farther back than the one that turned him around.
9 pole, bottom coverage for underneath you, 3 top. 2 at the 8. 2 at the 12. 2 at the 22. 2 off the Larson.
Remember, if Kyle wins this race, I'm watching the Mexico Series race.
Clear by 22 if you need it. Clear low. Side 5. Clear low, get in. I'm in the white.
Early on, Ty Gibbs had the fastest car. There's the Monster Energy cam. And we're going to green, white, checker.
All right, Kevin, walk me through this. We see Denny Hamlin cannot keep this car under him getting into the corner. He keeps locking that left front up. I know that. Kyle Busch has seen that. Kyle Busch is a champion of this sport. I'm probably not going to pick on that outside of that car.
Well, I think you have
Gibbs is
be
down to
nervous if
12th.
you're Denny Hamlin because of the way that left front tire is sliding. You know he's going up the racetrack, so third place might be the place to be right now.
I really think it's going to be the right choice. Move there on the inside, let him make a mistake, slide up the racetrack, and take that
Hello,
inside
Mr.
line.
Dog.
How's the view from up here?
The view is great because I know when I leave, like I said earlier, I'm going to take this headset off, and nobody's going to be mad at me.
And I'm going to tell you, opposite. I want to be in that 8 car right now. I like my chances.
I think you're right.
It's a white checkered.
Now starting now on FS2 is Big East basketball. Xavier at DePaul. And that game will finish here on FS1.
You know, it does say 2 to go.
Of
So I think it will be green, white, checkered.
I'm not driving, man. I'm nervous. Is this normal?
Yes, it happens all the time.
See Ryan Preece getting the free pass?
Green, white, checkered, yes.
And question restart.
So 2 to go.
If Kyle doesn't take that outside, Kyle Busch, if he doesn't take that outside, somebody's going to. Will it be Blaney or will it be Logano?
Have we seen anyone restart second and get into turn 3 with the lead tonight?
Not since early in the race. Joey Logano took the lead from the 54 car earlier, but we know that 11 car is going off the racetrack. So it's a matter of how far he goes up the racetrack and what happens after that.
Rules first are so you're Denny Hamlin. You know that you're having trouble. That's your weak spot, so you got to back up the corner. You cannot overdrive that corner because that thing is going to lock up.
And sometimes that makes it worse, Clint, because you just don't get in there and load that tire up. It's a really fine line.
Well, it also gives them an
All right,
opportunity
they're
to
gonna choose.
over.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs has stopped.
You know, I think the last 4 cars that he's passed have been on the tube.
Yeah,
Wait, I
but
think
I think
he's
the more interesting
just
part
getting in
about that
line.
is where Kyle Busch chose, because of the fact that somebody has obviously told him that the 11 car is having problems getting in the corner, and he knows they've told him that car is going up the racetrack.
I told him, Kevin. I told him.
Great
yes.
job. Well, good job,
So what's
Clint.
going to happen? Boy, I love this right here. This is going to get good.
All right, we've got Hamlin and Blaney on the front row. Something
it will
I
be 2
never
to
would
go.
have predicted at the start of this race. With Hamlin, the fastest qualifier, and Blaney having to take a provisional. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, row 2. Joey Logano and Martin Truex, the former winners here in row 3. Bubba Wallace, William Byron, row 4. Alex Bowman and Chase Briscoe, the top 10. You also have Keselowski and Preece on the lead lap. Let's settle this.
All right,
White
bitches.
checker.
Green flag.
Monster jump. That's one way you don't have to worry about locking that left
Come on,
front.
Kyle. Come on, get him.
Fantastic jump by Denny.
Get him here.
Lock up.
Lots of lockup.
Get him
It
here.
just doesn't seem to affect the car as much as you would think it is.
Play flag.
It should go up the racetrack.
White flag. Larson trying to hold off Bubba Wallace. They slam together in turn 1, and Hamlin is all by himself in turn number 3.
And Denny Hamlin wins.
Turn 4, with the checkered flag is waved.
Denny Hamlin wins, unless they decide that was, which I could see them doing. They could decide that the spin was already under caution before
In the
the.
wall in turn 2 is where Ross Chastain sends Tyler Reddick.
Wow.
After the flag.
That was intense. Great job managing that restart. He was at a deficit with that left front wheel lockup. He was having trouble with it. Got a good jump. This is exactly what
Made you look good. Good pick, bud.
I honestly thought Kyle Busch was going to win that race because of it.
Joe Gibbs Racing has now won 4 of the last 5 clashes. The last 3 here in Los Angeles.
It's
previously
scripted.
At Daytona. For Hamlin, it's his 4th class
It's scripted.
victory. Second most all time behind Dale Earnhardt.
Denny Hamlin was like the main character in NASCAR Full Speed, and now he wins the same week. It's scripted. I'm just kidding. I'm obviously fucking kidding.
Good burnout.
Denny Hamlin takes a lot of grief from really everybody, and I mean honestly, and he compartmentalizes everything to be able to get in that race car and perform every single time, and I think it's impressive.
He's right. He's creating our vortex theory. I think he's creating the vortex. The rain stayed away. We get the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum in. Denny Hamlin delivers.
It was a monster
He did a great
burnout,
job.
though.
That was impressive. Look at that tire, blew it out.
Yeah, the booze. But so a lot of cheers, too.
Yep.
Jamie Little.
And Denny Hamlin, we're just in a smoke show down here. That was impressive. Denny, you were so confident in this car. You got the pole earlier, but then you slipped back a little bit. How did you fight your way back and take the lead with 10 laps to go and then hold off your teammate and pass him?
Yeah, a lot of it was just what happened in front of me, right, with the 54 and 22, and you just never know what was going to happen there, but I got a really good run off of turn 2 and just got position and was able to hang on from there. So
it's so chaotic, the restarts, with everyone's just bumping and banging, but feels great to win here in LA.
Danny, I know you had shoulder surgery in the off season, so there's question marks coming in. Then you get the big win to kick the season off. What does this mean to you and the team, and just starting the year this way?
It's just a great momentum boost. It doesn't do much more than that, but I clean off all the trophies every January 1st in the entryway of the house, and now we get to add one pretty quick. So really happy about that.
Congratulations, Denny Hamlin is your Clash winner. He has something to say, I think.
You know I beat your favorite driver again, right?
Yeah!
Well, Kyle Busch always so good at the Clash. Second a couple years ago, third last year.
He
second
did.
Again this year. I know it's got to sting a little bit to not get that win, but a great night for you.
Yeah, I know it definitely does sting. I felt like the first half we were better. Had a better car, we were better than the 11, but some of the adjustments we made weren't.
He
as good.
did,
Some
but
of
I
the
fucking
adjustments they made
I love when he
were
says
better.
shit like
So,
that.
All in all, just glad to have a good night. Glad to come out here in one piece, even with all the bumping and banging and everything else that happens. But thanks to Morgan and Morgan for being with us here today. It was fun to have them on board. I know everybody was chuckling on our paint scheme, so good times with those guys. And of course, thanks to Lucas Oil Zone, Cheddar's, everybody, FICO, all the guys back at the shop, DCR Engines. So we got a little bit of work on the short track program. Clash seems okay, but we'll try to figure out the rest of the year.
See you at Daytona, Kyle. Thanks.
Thanks, Regan. Denny Hamlin wins the Clash. Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney from last to first. Joey Logano fourth, and Kyle Larson rounds out the top five. Alex Bowman, Chase Briscoe, Brad Keselowski in his first LA Clash feature. Martin Truex, William Byron, the top 10, Ryan Preece, and Bubba Wallace all end up on the lead.
Oh.
What a night. Well, action was the attraction. Was this what you expected tonight?
Fuck you, Harvick.
Didn't really know what to expect, and I learned really quickly standing up here in the booth. And
Fuck you, Harvick. I hate that you're in the booth.
Pretty much did, and I think as we got towards
I
the
like
end of
you,
the
Mike
race,
Joy.
it started
I
to
like
get
you,
rougher,
Clint Boyer.
and
Fuck you,
Denny
bitch.
Hamlin just had a great restart and kept himself into the game and made it happen at the end.
Heartbreaking for Ty Gibbs, right?
Yes.
Had a fantastic race car, drove a good race. Did not get the outcome, but I think the kid's for real. I think this is you're gonna see a lot of him this year. I think you'll see him in victory lane for sure.
And a huge thank you to NASCAR. This was an enormous pivot to take a race scheduled for Sunday, move it to Saturday, rush everything, make it all happen. Mexico race to follow before the storms come in.
Yeah, Suarez
And it's
wasn't
gonna
in
rain
this
from
race.
Sunday to Wednesday, and we're going to either get out of town or build an ark.
Well, it was definitely the right decision, and I'm with you. I want to thank everybody for making it happen because we saw a heck of a race and a great way to start the season.
Denny Hamlin, how he loves to say, I beat your favorite driver again. And he does it in the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum's third annual appearance. Folks, we'll see you in Daytona.
Is this the start of a dynasty?
Well, that was fun.
A redemption tour. Ready to go to work. Is this the face of a ruthless competitor?
A lot of fun.
Is it time for a breakthrough? To get back to breaking stuff? Or is this the makings of the wildest ride you'll ever witness?
So the Suns.
It's about to go down.
The Suns play tomorrow at 3:30. I should be live for that. I will be live for that.
May not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized.
They play the Bucks Tuesday at 10.
NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans
That's
for your support. and
on
we hope you enjoyed
TNT.
today's broadcast.
We'll be streaming that. We play the Jazz Thursday at 9.
Story starts with a steak and a lifelong dream. Oh,
I should be live for that.
No, really. This
And
family
then Saturday at 8:30, I'd imagine I'd be live. Wait, no, I probably won't because of the Xfinity race.
This host, which is how we got here. Because that's
Wait, and then the Thursday, I probably won't either because of the duels.
And there, a weekly
Wait, no, that's not the. No, the duels aren't this week. The duels aren't this week. That's right. So yeah, those games I will be live for. 8:30 against the Warriors on ABC. The Kings, we play the Kings at 10 p.m. Tuesday the 13th on TNT. Wednesday the 14th, we play the Suns. Or, fuck, what? We play the Pistons.
Accurate calculations, audit support, and maximum refund for the full 7-year lifetime of your tax return. Visit TurboTax.com.
And then that's the All-Star break. But then NASCAR will pick up.
It's Indiana and number 2 Purdue.
NASCAR will pick up.
Zach Egan leads the Boilermakers as they prove why they are the nation's elite. While Malik Renew and the Fieldville Hoosiers eye a huge upset. Indiana, Purdue, next Saturday at 8 Eastern. The biggest games are on Fox.
Yeah, so the duels are Thursday. I'll be live for them at 6:45. The first one's at 7. The second one will probably be 45 minutes after the first one ends. So I'll be live for that.
Next Level Chef is this season's
Truck race is Friday at 7:30. I'll be live for that. And Xfinity race is Saturday at 5. I'll probably be live for that. And then the Daytona 500 is Sunday, February 18th at 2:30. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching, and peace out.
Next Level Chef, only Thursday on Fox.